Hi, Karen here from KarenHadler.com, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in New Zealand. I really wanted to share with you today something that is the first port of call when you're card making, and that is the cardstock, of course, or paper basics. So just to go over what we have available and what you're looking at and where to start. So on page 136, we have our paper basics. Now this is showing you what we have in regards to our basic white cardstock, and we have two sorts of basic white. We have the thick cardstock and we have the standard A4 cardstock. Now when I talk about A4, I know that in America and places like that this is a little bit different, but A4 for us is 8 1/4 inches wide and 11 and I get all confused with these, 11 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 eighths, is it? And that's what we work our card stock from. Now the thick is what we use as a base, so we build up our card stock. Just pop that to one side. We build up our card on the thick basic white. Now this just gives us a really good base for creating our card, a nice firm base. Now this comes in the basic white, as I say, but also comes in very vanilla. So these are the only two thick cardstocks that we have, is very vanilla and basic white. But if you are wanting to use coloured cardstock, our coloured cardstock, which comes in A4 and 12 by 12, also is very, very good for using as a card base. So that's your 12 by 12. And just see if I can get that in the picture there. That's a lot bigger. And this is the A4. So with the coloured cardstock, actually just skipping back there quickly, just to say the A4 standard cardstock, there's 40 sheets per packet, and with the A4 or the thick cardstock, there's 24 sheets per packet. For the coloured cardstock, it is a heavyweight cardstock, so you can use that for your card base, and it is dyed all the way through, so you won't see any white edges when you cut it. Now we have a wonderful, huge range of colours available. This is all on page 122, and one of the fantastic things about Stampin' Up is that all of these coordinate with our inks, ribbons, blends, etc. So we have all of these coordinating, which is just very, very exciting. So that is, in a nutshell, is the cardstock that you can use. And also, as part of that, I will just quickly show you, as part of our stock, just so you know, that we also have, you can see this is well loved and used, designer series paper. Now this is often called DSP, but it is actually designer series paper, and will come in with different suites matching and coordinating with those suites. These can be used on card making as well, obviously, but these come in 12 by 12 and 6 by 6, and that is what we're referring to when we say designer series paper. And just to show you a couple of examples, so this is just using the A4 thick cardstock as a base, and then I've layered it with a matte, and then using the standard basic white, which is a lot thinner, as the matte on the top that you work on to create your card. Now this is using a designer series paper as the matte on top of the thick basic white to create your card. So you obviously don't have to use the coloured cardstock. White, of course, once again, using it, and you can use embossing folders, etc. to texture it and give it some depth. So I hope that has answered some of your questions. With card making, obviously the first port of call that we have is cardstock. So I just wanted to run over a couple of points regarding that. So hope that has helped. Any questions, please make sure that you leave them in the comments and I will answer you. Thanks so much. Bye.